Welcome to the High-Tech Investments News Report for week 36. The news report covers some of the many investments projects High-Tech Investments is currently involved in so you can follow our progress. We hope you will enjoy this news feed and look forward to your comments and remarks.
Hi, Bo here, and welcome back to this week's news report that still can report. It is crypto winter, so we haven't gotten any out of the big hole that was dug now a couple of months ago. But we still have some interesting projects, of course, going on. Some things are definitely going down these days, and we mentioned a bit on that last week. This week we have a new video out, and we also have a new platform we can now finally talk about. So let's get started, and what better place to start than our good friends at Yieldnodes, as always. This week looks like it's a difficult time, and you will also see that. Because Yieldnodes and Decenomy is obviously very tight linked, and this also reflects a couple of the things on the shared masternoding that we're going to talk about during this video. So 1% for the first week of September is not something to brag about, but obviously it's definitely better than minuses or even losses on the accounts. So well done to the Yieldnodes team for this. And if we have a closer look at where we ended up, it's basically the lowest for the first week of the month that we had this entire year. It's not the lowest that we have seen, because if we go back to June, in second week of June here, then it was down to 0.8%, and 1% here is still definitely approved, but as always, we hope for a bit more. One of the new things that came out in an email here recently also from the Yieldnodes and /Decenomy team here is that there's a new data center in Würzburg that has opened up, and I can see a couple of the guys from Malta is helping out there, and that is great to see that they are no longer relying on third parties. They basically have their own operation in-house. And this is what they are planning on doing also for a lot of the hubs in the future from the information we got during the audit a couple of months back here now in Malta. So it's good to see there's good progress. Also last week we mentioned here that there was out in the Telegram group, there was some information regarding people were trying to attack a couple of the Decenomy coins. We have definitely seen this, and we're going to have a closer look to see which coins have actually managed to dodge the bullet. Definitely the flagship of SAPP was under pressure last week, and this week is no different. So obviously this is one of the sad stories of the week. So if we have a look at it here, the only good part to say about SAPP at the moment is that the return on the investment per year is basically stable at 53% at the moment. The shared masternoding, we have done quite well, so still we are talking about 1.8% for the week. But look at the overall coin development, it has really taken another hit. Don't forget that we were very high on almost reaching 700% in just a few weeks back, and last week we were down to 435%. Now we're all the way down to 213, and it looks like this when we have the graph. Is basically in a free fall right now, and that is because the Yieldnodes /Decenomy team has not supported the Sapphire coin. Means it hasn't been buying up as people are selling. Simply the sell pressure was most probably too high as they rode in there, and they let the price run, and it has only gone one way, and that is down at the moment. It will be interesting to see where we're going to end up. Basically right there where it is at the moment is where we let go back in February. So that's as far back as we basically have gone back 7 months. So a big hit for all of us, but definitely as these projects are coming to life in the future, we believe that they will be up again. The next one is the PNY, and the PNY is also down, return on the investment compared to last week. So, and obviously with about 4%. That's not the end of the world. The shared masternoding is still doing okay. So we can see that that has done 14% for this particular week. It is still low from the previous highs where we normally got about 20% per week. And again, also here, the overall coin development has not taken a big hit compared to SAPP, but still we have lost another 5%, so an all new time low at 69.8%. Also sad news on this particular account. If we have a look at the graph, we can see that it continues to drop, and it hasn't really bottomed out yet. So we'll have to wait and see of where we're going to end up. The last one is Birake or beer, and that one seems to do a bit better, even though the yearly return on the investment is also down here, so about 5.5–6%. We can see that the shared masternoding is still producing about 1.5%, so per weekly basis. And then the overall coin development hasn't taken a big hit. It's mostly status quo. It has dropped about 5%. So that has done a lot better. And the graph looks like this. So pretty stable when you consider all the other coins at the moment. If we have a quick look at the Bitcoin versus the US dollar, we can see that it's been going downhill basically all week. So we were up at around 20,500, and then at the lowest point earlier here in the week, it was about 18,500. Now it's come up again, and we'll see if it continues to trend is the positive direction that it's going to take. So far in the last couple of days, you can see it's been recovering. But obviously, there's still a big chance of things going both ways. Nothing is clear. What is clear is Elevate Pass. No profits again this week. We have mentioned that in the last couple of news reports. But we continue to see a lot of people asking what exactly happened. And we had this video out now for a couple of weeks, basically telling what is there. And if this is the end, obviously it is not. But please have a look at this video to inform yourself of what is going on, because your money is not lost. There is still options on how you can make money, and also how the advertising budgets that you have put in, how you can put that to good use. We'll make sure that the link for the video is in there as always. Good news is new platform in basically it's Paraiba that has now moved over. And if people know anything about Paraiba, it has been out there for about 3 years. And we already knew when we came to the Miami venue. So back in May, there was talk about putting up a new platform. So this was actually before the crypto crash. So we knew that there was new things coming, new changes. The platform would also have a fresh new look. It will be a different way of us earning money. So, and that is what this tutorial is a bit about. It's going to show you the new platform. If you already are a Paraiba member, you will also need this tutorial to figure out exactly where your money from Paraiba went onto the platform and how you can use it by staking. And this is basically the new way of doing things. And you have to hurry up a bit here. So because the incentive means the beginning here of everything, where you can buy the new Trillant coin at 5 cents. And then when you buy the staking, it will then go up to 10, and it will be locked at 10 cents. That will now expire, and we have just been notified that this will happen on the 15th of September. Then the pre-launch phase is basically over. So if you're an early bird, if you have an interest in this, definitely there's a good opportunity to get in still. So you have about another week before things will change, and you will have to buy it at market price in the future. So just to give you a short idea of what it is on the new platform and the Trillion coins, and that is basically staking, where you can stake different packages. So depending on how much you are willing to invest, you lock it up for 4, 9, 26 or 52 weeks. And then you can see the yield here, 1.5%, 3.5%, 11 and 50%. So definitely confirm good return. And one of the things that are really interesting is that every month you also get a chance of staking it if the coin price has gone up. You can take the new coin price, which means that you will get more rewards. If the coin price has gone down, you don't have to do anything. You just continue staking at the same level and your yield will basically be the same as the previous month. So good platform. Obviously, we know the CEO, we know a lot of people that are already in there, and also our team is setting up. We know there's a few that still needs to have this done. Definitely the 15th of September will be a deadline for where you can still buy it at 5 cents and then accelerate it up to 10, get it locked in there, and then from there on we'll have to see how the market takes care of everything. There's still an affiliate program within also here, but it's a lot more simple from what you had in Birake previously. Only 3 levels here now. So level 1 provides you with 10%. So of the earnings from your affiliate commissions on level 1. And this is the earnings. It is not what they are putting in. So just remember that part. Level 2 is also 5% and level 3 is also 5%. And that's it. So a very simple system, and obviously that also makes sure that the money is not coming out of the business faster than it should come in. If we go to Solar Farm version 2, we had 1 shooting star this particular week, 1st of September, and that was a good one, 45% on the panel bonus, not on your earnings. Panel bonus, again, I have to remind you, so people don't seem to get the difference here. But obviously 45% is still very good, and that means that we have seen quite a good progress on our platform. Now, we also hear a lot of people can't seem to get this to work and don't understand how they can get the money back when we have done that already a couple of 100%. And it's all about compounding and continue to compounding as often as you can. We normally compound about 10 times a day. And obviously that ranks up. That is the way to try and beat the inflation. And obviously when the TVL is coming down, a lot of people are selling. That can be difficult. But overall, you will see that we had a look 3 weeks back. And at the moment we're at 40, even though we are at almost at 70. So just 3 or 4 days ago. But we were at 30 3 weeks ago. And if we look back 4 weeks, we were at 25. So overall and generally, we are still moving forward, and that's what it's all about. You can see since we came in, and we came in about 2 seconds after this platform went live. So the current compounds or total compounds, 801 now. And the current compounds that we've done is 400 in a row. It means we haven't taken any money out here for quite a while. We are aiming for the 480. And that also means that that's going to take us another 7-8 days before we get that. And then the total bonus will go up from 18 to 30%. It will be interesting to see exactly how we can beat the inflation with that. We definitely want to see a serious acceleration, and then maybe we're going to do a sell-off at the end of the month and take it from there. The next part that we need to have a look at is obviously the normal numbers, and they don't look very good for the Solar Farm 2. We can see the TVL has dropped by 47%, so quite a heavy loss from 345 down to 184. So not very good. The panels owned is obviously up, so 218%, so that is great news. Panel value is down by 43%, and look at the exchange rate. So this is obviously 459%, a huge amount. And that's also why you have seen the drop from 70 BNB even on our account down to 40. Huge inflation, and obviously you cannot beat that one at the moment. If we have a look at the BNB, it basically follows the Bitcoin as we have seen it. And there's nothing major in this at the moment. We are just hovering around the $280 mark for 1 BNB. And despite people selling off here, so it seems to have been doing quite well. Solar Farm 1 has also taken a bit of a hit this week. So the TVL is down by 18%, a bit more than what we've seen previously. Panels owned are up by 174. And then the panel value and daily rewards, even though we've been compounding and we haven't taken any money out on this particular one either, we are still down by 6%, unfortunately. But all we can do is continue to do this, and then maybe also soon get some money in on this particular platform. Solar versus BNB, similar as we saw on Bitcoin, is also taken a tumble down and then a slight retracement now finally on the positive side. We'll have to see how that's going to go in the future. AI marketing still not going anywhere, so not really any news. Just the first 7 days we continue to see only 0 on the sales platform, and we've decided not to add any more money into our ad budgets until we see or hear something from the AI marketing team, especially because they once again just postponed the meeting that was going on here in early September. The next one will now take place on the 20th. And there's nothing else to do right now other than to sit and wait or go into other projects while we hopefully can see this one turn around fairly soon. What doesn't need to be turned around is basically our EAs. They are all up and running. Last week we mentioned we have a couple of new robots set up. They are working. They are doing quite well, exceptionally well, especially when it comes to New Zealand US dollars. So, and we'll continue to monitor these. You can always go in and have a look at our webpage, and you can basically click on the individual pictures. It will take you to the FX Blue site, and then you can go in and analyze every single EA that we have. So this has been running since March, and as always we also have the weekly results. And we just take the top 5 EAs here to give you an idea of the profits that you can have. So for week 35, basically means that last weekend here on Saturday, Euro US dollars came in at 8.4%. US dollars versus the Canadian dollar is 4.4%. Euro Japanese 4.1. New Zealand USD 3.7. And the US 30 index is actually back on. It had a big drawdown for a long time, and now comes in at 3.6%. Overall for those top 5 was $2,420, or in percentage 4.8, which is definitely not bad, and goes very average what we have seen in the last many previous weeks. Expert Forex is very focused at the moment on the trading link success with the copy features in here. And that is what Alex is talking a bit about. He's has developed also a software that you can add onto the MT4 platform. And from there on, it will link the individual trades, and you can then select some of them right now. It is in a beta version, and that's what he's going to talk about. Further to this, we also made a video. This is now end of previous week, so about 2 weeks ago. We made this particular video where you can go in and have a look and see what we think of some of the top signals that was in with Expert Forex. Maybe especially have a look at what you can actually see out of the FX Blue platform on the drawdowns, on the lot sizing, so on and so on. So it's a good video to just familiarize yourself with, so you understand what you need to look at before you sign up to a signal. The last one is a very short video that Alex has also sent out, and as I just mentioned before here, we have started the beta testing this week. We haven't had much time to do this, too many other projects at the moment, but definitely the beta testing is on. It's only on for about a week, so we'll have to see how that's going to pan out. We're going to try and give you a bit more information next week, once hopefully that is over and we can go full live. And that's what we had for you in this week's news report. As you can see, it is crypto winter. We hope that spring will come very, very soon and see some positive news, especially on the Decenomy coins. We certainly need it. But until then, plenty of other projects to focus on. So we'll talk about it next week, where I hope to see you again. Thank you. Bye-bye.
I hope you enjoyed our news report. So please don't forget to like and add your comment below, as we would love to get your feedback. But before you go, make sure you subscribe to the channel and don't forget to keep the notification bell turned on. That way, you will never miss any of our future videos. We hope to see you back on this channel very soon.